Good morning, everybody. So Zeke practiced yesterday. There's pictures all over the internet. Feels good. There shouldn't be any problems. They expect him to play maybe 20, 25 snaps. I'm thinking probably more, but no worries. As long as Zeke is out there, as long as Zeke is on I-53, it's going to make their defense different. They're not going to load the box as much. They're not going to do a lot of things, and they're going to play very honest on that side of the ball to give Dak and our receivers and everybody else a chance. Look to see a lot of Tony Pollard hopefully this first week, because there we kind of want to see what we have in that guy. This video is kind of about three guys: Dak, Amari, and Byron. The three people that are left. Now, the least of my worries on those three is Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper attitude, his attitude is perfect. He was a 2019 first round draft pick, and you have to keep those first round draft picks for at least 4 years to get your worth out of them. So I don't see him going anywhere. I see it maybe to the end of the year, maybe even franchise him. I don't care. I don't know what they're going to do with Amari, but I know Amari's going to be cool with it, and I know we're going to take care of Amari. As far as Dak, I understand what people are saying about Dak or whatever, but I am a huge Dak Prescott fan. I love the way he plays the game, and like I've said many times before, I'll take the way Dak manages the football game over any big arm quarterback out there right now. I just would. I think managing the game helps all aspects of the team. It helps our defense. It helps our running game. It helps everything, rather than trying to show the world how good your arm is and try to win fantasy championships for people and things of that sort. Bill Parcells taught me something. He said that a sack on your quarterback is a good play. And you're like, what are you talking about, Bill? But Bill explained. He said, if you can tuck that ball in and go down safely, and you live to play another play. If you don't force the ball into a hole and throw an interception that could turn into a pick six, or at least put your defense in a compromising position by having them deep in their own territory, then it's a good play. And that's what I think about these dump out people, the check downs. People try to use that as a knock against Dak, and that's one of the main things I love about Dak, that he'll check that ball down. He'll check that ball down. If you look back at Carson Wentz, his year that he did very good, there was a whole lot of checking down to Darren Sproles. Watch him this year and watch him play. There's a whole lot of safe plays to his tight end, Zach Ertz, and some drop-offs to Darren Sproles. That's what makes your quarterback good, because it doesn't force him to make these game-changing mistakes and things of that sort. So I love the way Dak dumps that ball off. We're there to play another game. I love the way that he won't, if he sees something downfield that's not quite there, he's not going to force that ball in there. He's going to dump the ball off and hope we get a first down. If we don't, we'll punt and put our defense in a better situation than fumbling the ball and throwing your defense out there at your own 20-yard line. That's not good. And these memes that's going around at Dak about saying, is there money left? That doesn't bother me at all, because Dak is going to be paid by somebody. If we end up winning this year, we need to do it this weekend. We need to pay him fast, because if we win like everybody's saying we're going to win, if we put up W's like crazy, then Dak's price tag is going up. And his price tag, in most people's opinion, his price tag is already above that of Wentz and Goff, because of his production and what he's done for this team and how healthy he's been and things of that sort. For any Cowboy fans to think that anybody can do what Dak does, they're in for a rude awakening. Kind of like they were when, everybody hated DeMarco Murray, because DeMarco Murray wasn't as exciting or as dynamic as people wanted him to be. Then they were saying anybody can run behind this offensive line, anybody. And we learned the hard way that no, anybody can't run behind the offensive line. And we were lucky enough to lose our way into a situation to get Ezekiel Elliott, so we could have fixed that quickly. The person I'm most worried about is Byron Jones. Now, I'm a huge fan of Byron Jones. His work on and off the field. He's probably the smartest guy on the team, probably the most professional guy on the team, and probably the most athletic guy on the team. So there's a lot of pluses in Byron Jones's corner. It's just that we may be able to replace that when, with secondary being so strong. We may be able to draft another cornerback or whatever. That we may be able to replace him on the field, but his off the field stuff, that stuff works too. This season, going into this season, my main worry for this football team is still the coaching staff. The roster seems very good to me, and the roster doesn't seem like it has many holes on it, if any. But Garrett still has not proved that he's a long-term answer. If he had, he would have a contract right now. And now we still really don't know what Kellen Moore is at all. And as good as Marinelli's defense has been, when you look at his stats versus run, because the stats are good, but stats are for losers. We are still vulnerable to the run up the middle. I fully understand what our stats look like versus the run, so don't nobody throw those at me. But it's just not a barometer of how good the defense is. It's situational defense. And versus the Colts and versus the Rams last year, we could not stop them when we needed to stop them. We could not stop, especially for the Rams, we could not even stop a player that they don't even employ anymore. He wasn't even good enough to make their team again. They went and drafted a rookie. So they've got to play big in big moments to bring championships, in my opinion. So the defense is on the cusp. They just need a little more tweaking from our coaching staff to be able to, because I still think we have the horses. Malik is good. I still think we have the horses to be able to stop that run up the middle. I believe it's something to do with the scheme. It has to be with what we got going on. So to me, it's all on the coaching staff. Hell, I even believe if we lose one or two, especially two of these first three games, Garrett needs to be gone immediately. All right, it's not going to work. Tell Lincoln Riley to get himself together. So that thing with Garrett and Kellen Moore's game management skills and our ability to stop the run in special situations, that's what's keeping me humble right now. Otherwise, I'm doing backflips saying, we're going to the Super Bowl, whatever. Now, tonight we're going to see Green Bay. We're going to see Aaron Rodgers, and we'll see how good he is. So I'll be watching that game. I don't think I'm going to go live, but I'll watch it, and we'll talk about it tomorrow in a video. But right now, the team, I'm ready for the Giants. I see no way that we should lose to the Giants in any way whatsoever. We should come in there and we should win, and we should win our first three. And if we don't, bye-bye, Garrett. All right, guys. All right, holla at you. Peace.